Hi everyone, Jeremy here from Davinci Studio, and today a quick video to share with you a free sample from our narrative timeline pack. This pack aimed at helping you displaying chronological events or steps with animated timeline views. In this video, I'll share with you one title from that pack for free and show you how you can use it to enhance your video. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so you can download the sample with the link in the description below. It will give you this zip file. Just double click on it to unzip it. Once that's done, you will get this folder. You have the license, the installation instruction, the TFX file, and the font. Please make sure to install all the font, otherwise the title will not work because Davinci will not know what font to use. Just select all the font and then double click on them to start the installation process. Once that's done, you can go over to the TFX file and double click on that to prompt open here that pop-up, and here you can select install. Once in Davinci Resolve, you can go over to Effect, Titles, Video Studio, and then here you can scroll all the way down until you find the sample section, and you will find here all the samples that you may already have installed from us, as well as the title that we just installed here, the narrative timeline pack sample. You can then just take it and drag it here in your timeline. We have an animation in and an animation out. You can stretch that title or reduce it. By default, you might not get real-time playback right away and drop a few frames. Maybe after a couple play, you will get real-time right away. But anyway, a tips that I like to just apply in any circumstances where I'm using motion graphic is to go over here to playback, render cache, and then here select smart instead of none. That will just bring that bar right above your title. That's gonna switch from red to blue. And when the title is fully blue, that means that the title has been fully cached in and you will get real-time playback in any circumstances. So right now if we're playing, as you can see, we're getting 30 FPS. Now, this title is packed with so many great functionality that we can check right here in the inspector. The first one is that you can actually adjust the timing of your animation. Right now, the animation is taking 1.5 seconds to fully complete. But if you need it to be shorter or longer, you can adjust that right here directly in the inspector. If you want to have it longer, you can select, for example, here 3 seconds. And now, instead of taking 1.5 seconds to complete, it will take 3 seconds. So depending on the amount of point that you need to display, that might be better to having it on screen longer or shorter. You can control the amount of point that you have on your timeline. By default, the maximum is 5, but if you want to have, for example, only 3, you can select 3 right here. You can adjust the point spacing then to even things out. So here I can just increase that and having basically exactly the same spacing between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. Also, right now the arc is on the left top corner, but we can flip that to be on the right corner, or we can have it on the bottom. And you can basically just toggle those to put it in any corner you like, and everything gonna be adapted automatically. So that's just like a very quick and easy way to just adjust the framing of the title. Now, another great feature of this is right now, as you can see, when we're playing it, we have all the points appearing one by one. But now, what if we want to have extra point coming up later on and adjusting the timing of those individually? Well, we can do that using here the toggle between all at once or individual. So right now, we're just gonna reset it to a point spacing of 0. And let's say we want to display sequentially later on in the video 0.4 and 0.5. So here I'm just gonna stretch to, for example, about 20 seconds of video. We're gonna have first all of the 3 points coming up. Then I'm just gonna wait a little bit, let's say talking over in my voiceover, and then I want my 4th point to arrive. So I'm just gonna make a cut wherever I want my point to arrive. Then here on the first section of the title that has been cut, we're gonna switch the animation out as off. That way here, we will not have any animation out on that section. And then on the second part, we're gonna remove the animation in as well. I'm gonna put it as off as well here. Select individual. And then here, instead of 3, now we want to have 4. Now, if I play it, as you can see, we have all 3 points coming into frame. Then there is some time elapsing. And then here at the cut, we're going to have the 4th point coming into frame. Just one thing, be careful when you are in individual. Don't put the animation too long because that might just create glitches. So generally try to stay within 0.5 to 1.5. That's generally like a sweet spot. And that's also just the best timing, in my opinion, to have a single point coming into frame. Now you can continue to just do that a couple of times. Here, we needed to add a 5th point. You can then just make another cut yet again. Then here on our animation out, making sure that we are off. And then on our second one, we're just going to switch here to 0.5. And now basically we're going to have the same thing happening. Whenever this is going to happen, we're going to have the 0.5 coming into frame. Now let's just start fresh with a brand new one, just to show you all the cosmetic aspect that you can change in that title. So here, as you can see, we have a bunch of different drop down that we can play around with. So here we have the header, which is that section right here. So you can change the text, you can change the font, the color, the size, the tracking, to really customize it as much as you want. If for whatever reason you don't want to have that header at all, you can always just delete everything. And now you will be left with only the timeline aspect, and you can add anything you want here, or you can, for example, like extend or reduce the space between each of the point. Then following up, we have control over the circle, which is like the arch right here. So you can adjust the border width, which is basically how thin that line gonna be. And then we have control over the width of the arch itself. So you can reduce that. And as you can see, all of the points are gonna just get closer from each other. Now you can also control the color of that line. Following up, now we have control over the number. So if you need to have individual spacing, we've just saw before that you can have equal point spacing between each of the point using that slider, but you can also have individual control between the spacing of each of those points. So here, for example, 4.1, if you want to have it moved along the line, you can adjust that right here. Right now, the number are decimal, so sometimes it might just take a while to just move them around. There was like a weird glitch where we couldn't make that work, so it's generally like easier to write down a number from minus 100 to 0 to just move it along the line like this. Otherwise you can still do it like that, but that might require like a few try to push it, as you can see right now. You can also control the width of the circle to make them bigger or smaller. That will be effective on all of the point, and you can control the color of each of those points as well. Then we have the number themselves. So here, if you want to remove completely the numbers, you can do that by deleting it. You can also change the color, the font, so on and so forth. And then finally we get the title and then the subtitle. So here same thing goes. You can just replace the text, font, etc. And same thing here with the subtitle. And that's pretty much it. That's everything that you can do with that title and how to use it. I hope this video will be helpful to you and that you will enjoy using it. If you need more timeline stuff like this one, we have a full pack that we've released on our website with over 50 different type of timelines, horizontal one, vertical one, curve one, so on and so forth, and a bunch of different individual tools so you can create your own timeline, and having some callouts to just highlight some specific part of those timeline. So if you enjoy those type of assets, you can go over to our website to check it out. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Speed up your workflow and create better videos using the pack available on our website, including titles, transition, and templates built only for Davinci Resolve. Get started today by downloading our free starter pack that contains over 150 elements. Link in the description below or at videoeditorstudio.com.